Welcome to the Executive English Crew. Today we're going to discuss about the most powerful negotiation move you can master, the echo technique. This is the one move that allows you to control the flow of any meeting. You can also buy critical thinking time and command respect, all without ever raising your voice. That sounds interesting. It's challenging to control a situation without raising your voice. Today we're going to unlock that topic or technique. So let's dive in. So what's the echo, repeat, rise, rain technique? From the word echo, so it's simple. You repeat the most important last few words of your stakeholder statement. So if you have a manager with you or your boss and they said something, this is a challenge when it comes to active listening. So I remember during my previous or my early days in employment, so I used to work in customer service. So I usually get a mark down because we have a QA or quality assurance officer who constantly monitors everything that we say on the phone. And most of the time, I get marked down when it comes to listening. So listening is definitely a great skill that you can use at work and trying to establish a good relationship with your boss or your business partner. So what you do is you end with a slight rising intonation and turning their statement into a question. So previously we also talked about uptalk, but this is a different thing because you don't want to appear like someone who is not paying attention. So in order for you to stay sharp and be perceived as someone who truly understands what's happening around work or anything in the office, you should master active listening. So this is one of the techniques that we use. It's like you echo what your manager or your boss tells you. It sounds easy, but the strategic benefits are massive. The first benefit, what's the first benefit? You can buy time. So you have that 2-second delay, which gives your executive mind a crucial moment to formulate your strategic response. Second, you confirm understanding. So you want to be perceived as someone who is smart. You actively listen to the words of your boss or someone higher than you, or maybe your business partner. And it's a proof of active listening. And this is essential for diplomacy and cross-cultural clarity. Maybe most of you are working with another person from another region, a person from another region. Maybe someone is from Japan, another one is from Europe, another one is from Southeast Asia. So we encounter this every day. Like, imagine yourself. Maybe you're working in an environment like the UN. Yeah. So I experienced this. So I got a project from the UN before, and we interact with each other. Like sometimes it's a bit it makes me nervous because during those times I was younger and I didn't know how to fit or how to interact with someone from a different culture. So this is one of the techniques that you can use. So in order to be perceived as someone who is competent or someone who actively listens, okay, so you need to confirm the understanding. The third benefit, you control the flow. So if the stakeholder or someone in the office will automatically elaborate on what you echoed, so it gives you more information before you commit to a position. So you want to take ownership, but you need to buy time in order to think if you're going to accept that task or something that you need to do, or if you need to do further action about a thing or a situation. Now let's take a look at actionable examples. Let's contrast a weak passive response versus a powerful echo. Scenario one, or example number one. Let's say it's about a budget, okay, or the budget in the office. If a manager says, or your boss says, we need to cut the marketing budget by 20% next quarter. An example of a weak response, and you should avoid this, is, oh, wow, I'm not sure we can do that. That sounds bad. So that already sounds very negative if you listen to it again. So, oh, wow, I'm not sure we can do that. That sounds bad. What's a good echo technique? So you try to repeat with a slight rise or up talk towards the end of your statement. You can say, cut the marketing budget by 20%. So what will be the result if this is how you echo? They will immediately explain why, and you maintain a calm, authoritative stance. So yeah, when you do that, it gives you it buys you time to know how you will respond further. So you try to repeat what they said with a rising tone towards the end. Scenario number two, or example number two, the deadline. Your boss said, we need the final proposal ready by Friday morning. What's a weak response? Okay, I'll try my best to get it done. So it sounds very lazy, right? I'll try my best to get it done. And the ideal way of responding to it is you repeat with a slight rise. Ready by Friday morning? So you can do it that way. Ready by Friday morning? So you are not committing yet. You are confirming the demand, which allows you to follow up with an assertive I statement about resources needed. So how do you phrase that? By Friday morning, I will need the data from team B or another team. In order to do this, I need the data or set of data from the other team, or team C, team D. So when you echo what they ask you to do, you echo it first with a slight rising tone towards the end, and then you use the I statement in order for you to own the responsibility. So if you need this, I need this, something like that. So you evaluate what they are asking you to do. Of course, you will not always say yes and yes and yes. You need to analyze the situation. Okay, so if that will give a negative image for you, if you always said yes, and then in the end you cannot provide the thing that they're asking for, that will be taken against you. Now, what's the final application? The verbal bridge. Okay, so you use this phrase as your verbal bridge every time you are processing new information. So what I hear you saying is, and then you try to connect the thing that they're asking for. So the echo technique demonstrates that you are a listener, a thinker, and a leader. So it turns their information into your control. Yeah. So when you sound like you're repeating what they said, it's okay as long as you do that technique. Like there's a slight uptalk towards the end, just to confirm if you understand it correctly. So we've been doing this podcast for quite some time, and I know that if you've been listening for quite a while, I know that you are serious with your English proficiency. And we offer a 45-minute strategy call. So I'm going to link the schedule or the Calendly link in the description below. You can also go to our YouTube channel and look for the podcast playlist. And if you would like to send us a message or you have a request, any topic that you want us to talk about, you can go straight to our website. That's thenglishcrew.com/contact. The next step is practice. Join our free Discord community. If you would like to join, just send us a message via the website. And that's where we can practice the echo technique and the assertive I statements in a safe, professional environment. And that's it for today. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.